Well, hello at last. Yes, I do apologize. I know I am hours late. Where's Hendo going to flog me or something like that at the moment? I apologize profusely, everybody. I'm really, really sorry. Um, yeah, I just, you know what, time just caught me, and I was busy with work, and I was actually cutting and clipping movies to actually do for a training thing, and was blaring another Christmas movie here next to me, and I just lost it all. I do so apologize, but let me greet you all anyway. So let's see. I hope you can hear me. Buzzy, thank you very much for posting and checking. Linda Van Rooyen, how's it going, Linda? Who else have I got on here? Linda, Buzzy, Debbie Moray, how's it? You awesome person, you too. John Muslane, how's it, John? Always good to see you, my friend. John, Buzzy going, well, Buzzy, Hendo, afternoon, folks. Hendo, you beat me to it this time. Huh? Our favorite European South African. Debbie, life is a roller coaster. Right. It's all about learning to survive the ups and downs and being grateful for what we have. I've actually got a whole presentation for you on being grateful and what a guy learned. Fighting with Chinese gremlins. No, it's my own. Pooches chew the cords. No, they aren't. I'll show them to you just now. They're up and in their little jerseys. What's Debbie say? A prominent business couple died this weekend in a car crash. Huge impact on us all. Known them for 30 years. Roads are dangerous. Yes, they are. It is terrible, especially this time of this time of the year, as well as the fact that I saw a clip where they were actually putting little spikes on the road. These living scoundrel people. And that's how they were actually getting cars to burst a tire. And of course, extremely dangerous, especially this time of the year, because there are children in the cars this time of the year. Most of the cars have children because everyone's going on what they call a holiday, something that I do not have over here. I agree, Debbie, trying not to drive in this crazy season. Yeah, as they say, guys, you've really got to watch out on the roads these days. Guys are drinking heavily, and they're allowing their wives to drive. So it's really dangerous out there. What's it? Our signal of late has been iffy. Let's see if these signals still work. I don't know if these things work. No, and I'm not going to sit and try and get them to work now. Because if I do, I'm going to just sit and mess up my whole thing. Some sunshine today, Hendo says, but rain all over the past. Everybody's staying home safe for Christmas, I hope, and putting your awesome cooking skills to good use. Yes. Come here, Baba. Bubsy. Come say hello to everyone. Oops. Say hello to everyone. Look there. There we go. And she is in her little jersey. Hey. Yeah. And that tongue stays out all the time. Yes, my baby. That tongue stays out all the time. Hey, yes. Dad's little pearl. His little girl, his little pearl. Yes. My sweetie pie. My apple of my eye. Yes, she is. Yes. What's she say? You want to get put down? You don't like those people. Okay. But you can't nick my earphone. Look there. No, she wants to do this. That's where she wants to be. Look there. And that little tongue stays out all the time. Yes. He's got the little mouth. He's too big. Of course, liquor license like you will never know. Hey. Come. Let's see Mr. Oz. Okay. This is the little girl. Hello, Oz. This is my Mr. Bean. That's his happy face. That's his anxious face. That's his angry face. Where's this ear gone? Where's this ear gone? Yeah. There, put it up there. Show those people what a vicious, vicious dog you are. Even if you're wearing a jersey, you are still a vicious, vicious dog. Your sister doesn't bully you. She's not the alpha. He's not impressed. That's his not impressed face, his happy face, his sad face, his concerned face. Hey, boy. Not impressed. He's not a cameraman. There we go. Oops. You see, little girl. Yeah. No, I'm good. Of course, I had a haircut today as well because I was starting to look like Johnny Depp and it was attracting too many women. No, I'm kidding. I wished. Also, freezing temperatures. Yes, says Hendo. Let's get looking a little bit further. Jess, staying at home, says Buzzy. Thermos, gloves, and scarves, etc. Yeah. I was talking about getting the dog's little hot water bottles for their bed. Hey, my Baba. Yes, my sweetie pie. We'll take you up now again. Your country, Debbie says, your country permanently in the practice run for spring and winter Olympics at the same time. I Tochi, what? I Tochi, Andre's still struggling. Yeah, I was. Sorry. Weather is fork like the locals. Yeah, Oaks, we're getting bored, I can see, because you started to talk about the weather. Going to have to fire Andre, dodgy tech guy. No, fire Inna. She's supposed to manage me. Wary of SA Bermuda Triangle, Benoni, Brakpan, and Springs. Never mind dodgy Cape Flats with loud, crazy Capies, also crazy Corins in the City Bowl. Not surprised. I'll pop back in to watch soon. Good speech. Hendo, what do you got there? What? I'll pop back in watching this very good speech. Okay. Patience pays. John, multitasking again. Yeah. I leave everything for Sunday. No, I'm going well. I've just got flippin' sinus still. That's the only problem. Okay, great, Dylan. How's it, Dylan? Sorry, I didn't even greet you, my friend. How's it going? Andre, come clean. Leave the gaming. I haven't been gaming today. I did on Friday night. And what I'm actually starting to get into and enjoy is the new Path of Exile 2, although it's quite difficult. I'm quite enjoying that. I played a little bit of the new Warcraft new patch that came out as well. But yeah, defensive driving gift wives. Yeah, dodgy letting wife drive. Hey, I'm telling you, dodgy letting wife drive. Yeah, too cute. Yeah. No, when I see cute, I'm assuming you're not talking about me. How cold is it here? Where's my phone? Hand over phone, please. Temperature today. Let's get off here. The weather currently is 4, but it has a high of 5 and a low of -2. So that's what it currently says, although it's crap cold. And then you'll see here, am I put it in the right position here or what? I don't know, because I don't know how to change that backing thing now as well. And I've mirrored it, so that's why it's little. So now it's 4. It'll go 4, 3, 2, and this one -2. And for the next couple of days, there's what's it? -2, 5, 2, 8, 2, 11, 3, 11, 1, 9, -1, 10, 0, 15. Now we're going to start getting warmer. 2, 13. This isn't our coldest month. So we're still actually quite warm, but it's a little cold outside. I'm telling you, we were this afternoon. We were in town, take Ina off to the dentist and all that wonderful stuff. And Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I had to come home and sit down and pee. But yeah, mess with the puppy in the jersey. CB. Where's CB there? Hello, CB. How's it going? Yeah, he didn't cut it so short on the top for a change, so I'm not too sure if it's okay or not. I just, you know what, I am so afraid of a barber ever since I went to that Mediterranean one in Port Elizabeth. I don't think I've had to cut my hair since last year or since February. Yeah, welcome to Life's Joys and Full of... Yeah, no, I'm telling you, sinus I have. 23 degrees here. That's not too bad, Debs. Or is it really, really hot? I think 23 degrees is a nice temperature. 30 plus, Buzzy. Similar year, around zero. Keep warm. Yeah, no, I try and keep... I have one hot jacket here. We were actually shopping for... what's her name? How do you mean what hair, Hendo? I only have one little bald spot at the back there, and with it being longer on the top, I can do what all South African men do, comb over. Yeah, so don't you think I start looking like Trump? Now, listen. Okay. Right, so what you been watching? Okay, I actually did do some watching as well. This weekend was a pretty good one since Friday. We got to watch Gladiator 2. Which I must say I pretty much enjoyed. I know there's been a couple of critics on Gladiator 2, but it was pretty good all in all. I really enjoyed the movie, so it came out on the box, so we sat and watched it. Then, which I was very surprised with, that I really, really enjoyed, is Kraven the Hunter. I actually, first of all, thought that it was going to be like a vampire thing. It is a Marvel movie, but really, really cool. I actually so much enjoyed that. That what's Debbie say? So you can change religions with your own yarmulke. Yeah, just sprout a yarmulke there. What's Debbie say? I really enjoyed Landman. Was good with old Billy Bob. Landman. I'm assuming Billy Bob Thornton, but I don't know there was a movie out there, because I was just taking a look on the new stuff, and it was Gladiator 2 that we watched. Really, really cool. Enjoyed it thoroughly. No, it's not as good as the first one. Agreed. Hendo, Trump in China knows your Endicott. The Korean Englishman on YouTube, Buzzy. Well, the Englishman, I saw the British one, although I don't know if it's the British one. I think it's the American one, but still, that was really, really good. But yeah, Gladiator, as I said, very nice for the movie that it was. Put it together pretty nicely. No, not as good as the first one, but yeah, nice. Kraven the Hunter, really enjoyed. If you enjoy Marvel movies especially, but nice action, nice put together. Got old Russell Crowe in it as well, and yeah, good stuff. Not bad at all. Then we also got to watch Carry On. It's on Netflix at the moment, and that was pretty good. I was pretty surprised at that. I quite enjoyed it. I wasn't too sure what to expect, or if it was going to be pretty boring or not. But yeah, Netflix, Carry On, was pretty good. Really enjoyed it. Another one on Netflix is Rebel Ridge with old Don Johnson. And yeah, we actually enjoyed that one too. It was a bit of a difference. It's not a guy comes back, finds his hometown in a mess, and now has to fight everyone to fix it up again. It had a bit of a twist in the story, which was actually quite nice, but really, really enjoyed it. Not bad at all either. Debbie says, Carry On really made you think. Very good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that one very, very much. Rebel Ridge, yes, very good. And then had to stick with the missus a bit as well, so I chose some Christmas movies to actually watch. Jingle All the Way to, oh, geez, that says Whole Apelius. I put on the wrong poster. There was and I specifically tried not to, but this is what you do when you're in a hurry. It's Jingle All the Way too, not Whole Appelius. That's some other thing. But yeah, Jingle All the Way is Jingle All the Way. Adopted father and real father suddenly try to compete for daughter's attention and one toy that needs to be obtained. Nice. Yeah, nice. Jack Black is not Santa in Dear Santa. It's actually good. It's worth the watch. A little bit of a change. Little dude has what do you call it when you swap letters around? So he mails his little letter to Santa, and unfortunately, because he's I don't know, not ADD, OC, dyslexic. There we go. He swaps his letters around and mails his letter to Satan. Yeah, but also not too bad along the way as we went. So yeah, can't complain there. So I don't know, what's your favorite movie? I also watched another movie this weekend that we have seen. Yeah, Red One. I actually liked Red One more than, yeah, thanks, Buzz, dyslexic. Red One, Debbie, I enjoyed more than The Tooth Fairy. I don't know, a little bit better. But yeah, I actually spoke about it last weekend because we watched it last weekend already. Arbot, our 7-star Michelin chef. How's it going, my friend? Always good to see you as well. I don't know what's one of your all-time favorite movies. I mean, I've gone down the list and I've given away some of them that I chatted to friends and that about this last week as well. Boondock Saints, I enjoyed 1 and 2 of them. Boondock Saints, what else was there that was good? But I watched one this weekend and I just felt like re-looking, and it's absolutely, if you haven't watched it in a good couple of years, it's rewatchable. A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, and Jack Nicholson. Really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah, could not complain on that one at all. One of my all-time favorites. There was a movie that we watched that had a lot of top namers. I think it was just it's also got Kevin Bacon in, yeah. It was A Few Good Men, yeah. Trying to think, geez, I couldn't watch more than that this weekend, huh? Terrible amount. And I did rush through a South Park movie last week at the recommendation of a friend who said, take a look at the South Park, what's it, Down with Obesity or something like that. But yeah, it's about how all the housewives and that are going mad for the Ozempic, and they like, it actually makes them drug addicts, and they go and break into the chemists and everything like that. And yeah, an absolute, I'm not a South Parker, but yeah, I watched it. It was okay. The best one so far was still the World of Warcraft episode. Debbie says, love the golden oldies. Bruce Willis, Die Hard at the airport over Christmas. Always, always, always. Bruce Willis is number one for Christmas Eve. Before you read stories and what's the name? What's the thing the night before Christmas? You watch Die Hard. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, so what are we looking at? Where do you go for the holidays? Travel tips. I just threw something together quickly. But yeah, information does not run so phenomenally fantastically. Festive season tips for South Africans. I suppose I must put it in presentation mode as well, huh? There we go. Does that look better? Popular destinations. Durban. Explore Durban Beach. I don't think you want to explore Durban Beach. I don't know why. I just get that the feeling that you would not like to explore Durban Beach. I don't know. Should I go to the? Oh, geez. Getting that nasty feeling that you wouldn't like Durban Beach very much. Kruger National Park. Kruger Park's cool. The only thing is that me and my allergies and all the sinuses and stuff, I used to crawl around the bush as a scout. It was like fantastic. But no, yeah. Debbie says, couch, fridge, repeat, lol. Exactly. It's just that we don't really get Christmas. We were told on Friday that we'll get Christmas Day off, except for Ina. She has one class to do on, she's got to just help out somebody. So she has a class to do on Christmas Day afternoon. But yeah, we get Christmas Day off and then we get New Year's Day off. And that's it until February. And I am breaking to try and figure out a way to get to South Africa in February. We've got to put it that way. I've got to get passports and things and stuff to that effect. But it is a breakneck thing at the moment. Not easy. What's it? For heaven's sake, don't overspend the season. Otherwise, January, the 12 months of January, agreed, are going to take you out. That's what people do. They usually go into like mass hysteria and they start spending. I mean, I'm trying to tell people about Christmas and I'm making up a whole thing about Christmas. And I've got training to do on Tuesday evening for another company as well, for a business. We've got training to do. And part of that is actually talking about Christmas. Luckily, I'd done the one thing for my class already, so I got to use that. But Christmas, actually today when we were in town, we went for Ina's tooth, and just below, Golden Eagle International Hotel is a whole like little mall and everything. That's where I had the do done. And there was a thing that actually I'm trying to change stuff, which is not working well. There was a supermarket that actually had some Christmas decorations and trees and that, because our house has zero signs of Christmas unless you have your eye on the TV. Then you will find that there's a lot of Christmas in this place because it's Christmas movie. I tried to go into my history of like continue watching so that I could just see which movies we have watched so I could tell you about it. But it was Christmas movie after Christmas movie after soppy, predictable Christmas movie again. It's not a pretty sight. But the rest of it, we don't have a single thing of Christmas up here. We couldn't. When we came back from Cambodia, we didn't bring anything along. And as I said, we're running on a blade's edge at the moment to try and get to South Africa. I'm not spending a cent on a Christmas tree at the moment. All Christmas decorations or wreaths. We've got some friends coming around on Wednesday. I still haven't got around to making content yet. I just don't know what to make content on and what will be. You know what? I've seen that things can be made into content, but then you end up with maybe something boring. And if it's anything good, people just hate it. So I can't think of anything bad enough to make content about, maybe a content video on who Krampus is, because everyone's watching Red 1 at the moment. And old Krampus is up there, and he actually comes from Germany. He's the bad guy in Christmas. So you know what? If you've been bad, then Krampus comes to get you, and that's where it actually comes from. Is Germany's side, and they still do when they do Christmas carnivals and walking through the streets. I've actually got quite a few videos of it while I was doing research for school as well, where they've got people dressed up as Krampus and everything to that effect. And I suppose with the anarchy of people wanting to be against everything these days, Krampus is probably going to take the form of quite an exciting person for them these days. I did bonuses on the 16th of December. We'll pay staff on the 28th of December, and also tired to advise them to look after January. Yeah, people go into a absolute mass hysteria. You know what? It's like, I want to. December sort of gives them the permission just to lose their head. I mean, you end up with so much regret in January. It's just not funny. Just not funny at all. A ton of regret. Or remorse buying, is what they say, and that's the human nature. You know what? Christmas Eve, rush around the shopping malls before they close, and hopefully they'll close as late as possible. Then get something to eat at a restaurant, then go home or something like that, or go to church on Christmas Eve. I don't think I've been to church on Christmas Eve for a good couple of years. Coral used to keep me in check. But on Christmas Day, yeah, definitely. Over here, I don't know where I'll go Christmas Day. I just have to watch a little service on TV. You can't even watch that in South Africa because you've got to wait 6 hours before anything in the morning appears over here. But yeah, a little bit hectic. What's best? Get artificial Christmas tree, reuse every year. Yes, I did. I had one like that in Cambodia. I mean, we had all dress up and everything and all that wonderful stuff in Cambodia. But when we moved to China, we just couldn't pack that up as well. Traffic updates. Yeah, stay informed about your traffic. We are looking at some heavy traffic. Essential checklist. Pack necessities for potential power cuts, including portable chargers, battery-powered lights. I don't think you guys have had load shedding there again. I think that's been in the good books. I think it's been a really good present. Talking about something I was looking up as well, but I decided not to go with it, was superstition. So touch wood. Why do you touch wood? Because in the past medieval times or something to that effect, the flower power before that, medieval times, 18, 16, 1700s, druidic people or whatever believed that the spirits or some godly spirits or whatever were in the trees, and they would say touch wood. They would knock on the trees so that the spirit would come out and bless them. So next time I go to touch a tree, I'm going to move as far away from possible. No spirits infesting me after knocking on wood. And then, what's it say? Discover local gems and support your community. Is there still a down button there? No, there isn't a down button. What do we got? Kagiso Trust, spreading joy this season. Distribution of food and essentials to underprivileged families. Educational support, providing resources to keep children engaged during the festive break. And community projects. They are ongoing with initiatives to uplift local areas and empower residents. Didn't know that about Kagiso Trust. But yeah, a little bit of giving during this Christmas wouldn't be bad. And the thing is, we don't have money to give. So a little bit of time, a little bit of putting together. We always tend to think Christmas is a time for getting. And the more I'm putting stuff together, as I say, for Tuesday night, for Tuesday afternoon after school, I'm going to do training for a business. Also doing a thing on Christmas. And all over the place. It's a matter of Christmas is something to be together, to appreciate each other, to appreciate family, to look over the year and to see what is good, to appreciate who you are left with still, because so many people have left us over this year as well. I mean, take a look at, there's some friends that have been very shocking to have left me. We think of people like Becca Steenkamp. I think of people like, who's the owner of the Star of the West, not the Star of the West, Pirates Club. It's amazing just to start counting who's not made it to this Christmas. Belita hasn't had electricity for 2 days. The holiday makers are swearing. I can imagine they must be going ballistic. X versus Siva, decent movie as well. CB didn't have power for 4 hours on Tuesday and nothing for 8 hours on Wednesday. I thought load shedding was of the past. I thought I'm coming to a fully lit up, occupied South Africa without having to go without power for like hours and that. Water is a big problem. Water shedding, job shedding in South Africa, water shedding. Well, that's the problem. That's why Christmas is sometimes not the nicest of times, depending on what we look at it. If we can look at, I'm doing one presentation, and maybe I'll actually just pop through it with you, Nana, as well, for school. And I did it on a TED talk, but we'll take a look now. See, what's it? Roads that are going on already with lies behind it. Loads of that, yeah. Yes, Debbie, keep prepping. So to dim your light switch, Andre. Yeah. What's there? There's also Christmas braais. Embrace the uniquely South African tradition of Christmas braais. Experience the magic of community sharing, singing under the stars. Many towns host their carols by candlelight this time. So if we take a look at the year-end review, we had elections which left us in the lap of the government of national unity, which suddenly proved to us that the DA does not have a spine. Sports achievements, rugby, cricket, other national sports, economic developments, major business news. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else? How's that for AI? Brisk, Nova, Magic School, Fluentize, ESL, Placeit, Teachermatic, Gamma, InVideo, Canva. And all I want is News 24. I don't know. I haven't looked at that in a while. Did you mean News 24? Yes, I did. What's the difference? I don't know if there's any news. We're going to Khayelitsha to connect with our people Mbalula on ANC's birthday venue. Body of missing 2-year-old boy found near Hartbeespoort Dam. 2 dead, several rescued in Tshwane. What happened to this boy? 2 dead, several rescued in Tshwane amid heavy rainfall. Rent Group, City of Joburg, fleet because of 90 million debt. What's fleet? Flea, probably. Amabungani Joburg awards 260 million water tanker tender to 220-somethings. I don't know how we get that right. Northern Cape records 5.3 magnitude earthquake. You want to read with me? I've just taken a look at the body of this 2-year-old. Little boy of missing 2-year-old boy who went missing in the Tshwane area has been recovered, the National Sea Rescue Institute said on Saturday. Toddler had been missing since late afternoon Thursday in the vicinity of Elandsfontein, a subsidiary river leading into the Hartbeespoort Dam near N4 Magalies Freeway. NSRI Hartbeespoort Dam Station Commander said rescue swimmers and strategic rescue unit had joined the police diving unit. According to the crew, the family reportedly had last seen the child playing in a field in the vicinity of the river area. Well, your child shouldn't be playing in a field in the first place, because if the river didn't take him, somebody else would. Especially at 2 years old, why is he playing in a field without supervision? An extensive search in the river surrounding areas included police helicopter. The child's body was found on Friday. During extensive search, the body of the child was located on Friday, recovered from the river by police divers. The body of the child has been taken into care of the police and the government. Yeah. Wishful thinking. Yeah, sorry. This year went so fast, forgotten what happened. Yeah, we won the Rugby World Cup. We had an election. It's been a big year that has just gone extremely quickly. And I keep telling folks that Cape Snook has more backbone than the DA far left cabal. Unfortunately, we saw the DA lose its spine totally with Renaldo's situation. very, very disturbing to see how badly that was handled. And then to see Zilla talking about it again afterwards, she didn't even sort of come up and to think what that man's done for everybody. And with Ramon, I don't know if they're just keeping quiet and hoping everyone will go away. But yeah, that's our water tower on the picture. Yeah, Amabungani Joburg awards 263 million rand water tanker tender to 220-somethings. Johannesburg Water awarded a questioning 263 million rand contract to supply water tankers to two obscure companies, both owned and run by directors from Eastern Cape in their 20s. Who are these boys or girls? Documentary suggests that officials used creative maths to pick up the winning bidders and overlooked what appears to be shared bogus address, which won them extra points for being based in Johannesburg. Apparently, Eastern Cape is right next to Johannesburg. So, yeah, if you would like to rent a beachfront property or beachfront little gazebo townhouse on the beach in PE, come see me. It's not very far from where you are. It's right down the road in Brakpan. Because, yeah, Eastern Cape. Current service provider LTC Holding has approached the High Court to have the tender set aside, meaning more pains is likely in store for Joburg's water-strapped residents. So now they've got to have a fight about whose buddy's got to get it, because how do you give a 263 million rand deal to 220-somethings who used bogus addresses for extra points to say that they were based in Johannesburg? And the companies aren't even known. Nutinox and Bullet Pro. What the? I don't know. There it is there. Nutinox and Bullet Pro Construction have been awarded. I don't know. With the city in the grip of a crippling water crisis, Johannesburg Water has been awarded a questionable 260 million contract to supply water tankers to two obscure companies, both owned and run by directors from the Eastern Cape in their 20s. Nutinox and Bullet Pro Construction have been hired to supply Johannesburg with 70 water tankers for the next 3 years. Geez, these guys have got their retirement paid for. Because I can just see the Tupperwares with water in it being packed around the city. This includes 14 tankers in Randburg, 18 Midrand, 5 in Marlborough, Sandton, 12 in Soweto, 25 in Ennerdale, and 3 in Johannesburg Central, although the contract allows the city to order more tankers when taps run dry. So we don't have water, let's just put water tankers on and then water will come. If you build it, it will come. They watched Field of Dreams as well. Yet Amabunga's investigation uncovered significant red flags overlooked by the Johannesburg Water, including indications of price manipulation, hints of collusion and fronting, and the fact that until recently the two companies claimed to share the same address in Johannesburg, plus waterfall, the plush waterfall estate in Johannesburg. For a company that has just been awarded 263 million rand tender, Nutinox is hard to pin down. It's not available. It does not have a website, making it nearly impossible to find information about the company's services, past projects, or clients, an unusual gap for company entrusted with the critical task of providing water to Soweto, Ennerdale, and Johannesburg. Officially, Nutinox is based at One Country Estate Drive in Midrand's Waterfall Estate, but when Amabungani visited this address, there was no sign of a thriving water tanker business, and neither the leasing officer nor the security guards had heard of Nutinox. Unofficially, Nutinox is based at a residential address in Kulop Street, Roodepoort. We know this because Nutinox submitted a lease agreement as part of its bid. When the visited Roodepoort address, we found no sign of a thriving water tanker business there either. but our government will go along with this. When contacted, one of the owners told us the property at Coolab Street belongs to my wife and I, and it is my place of residence. No other person or entity is renting there. Thanks to it, apparently bogus waterfall estate address. Oh, geez. It just looks like 1st of September, the day after Johannesburg, the terrible Magingsa, the president of South African National Military Veterans Association, became a director. Ooh, just watch this. On the 1st of September 23, Johannesburg water tender closed. Tembile Magingsa, the president of the South African National Military Veterans Association, became a director of Nutinox. The plot thickens. Tembisa was also active in Inkonto Sizwe Military Veterans Association. Relationship between Tembile and Sibuyu Magingsa is unclear. It says Tembile Magingsa did not stick around at Nutinox very long, though. Another director, Bullet Pro Construction, like Nutinox, is difficult to locate. Amabunga visited addresses 257 Oxford Road, Ilovo, but security guards told us the company had moved to another location. Like Nutinox, Bullet Pro has used this address to score extra browning points. The bid evaluation, yet another nowhere in 400-page bid education. Mabunga sent a question to the info@bulletpro.za email, but we called Serufusa to check if he had received our question. He said the email address is not his. When we asked for his email address, he said he would call us back. Bullet Pro's 27-year-old Emmanuel Serufusa was evasive. Oh, they seem to have found him somewhere. Okay, Bullet Pro's website boasts it offers a wide range of services: construction, plant hire, fuel supply, fiber installation, water services, to a long list of private and public sectors. Sibuyu so claimed the COVID bandwagon and another of his companies. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not going to go sit and read all of this now, guys, but yeah, it looks like our friends got some things going there. CETA outsources function for which employs 72 people internally. How's that? And that's the Institute for Training Association. Jake takes a leaf out of Pep Guardiola's book. Anyways. Developing, yeah. What's with these the drones still? The drones are still droning all over the place. No one heard about what's happening with the drones. Sorry, let me take this off here. I don't stream. I just saw Debbie saying how rude, and then I thought maybe it's me. Let's see, what have we been talking about while I've been droning off over there on that side? Cadre infestation, wishful thinking. Yeah, it just went fast. Telling folks Cape Snook. Yep. This time last year was, good grief, is it a year ago already, Debbie? Yesterday. We didn't see a water tanker when water was cut off for 5 days. Debbie, we're in the UK. Yeah, 6 weeks. Walk on the wild side with excitement. Visit Bratpan. You should set up, who's the Zenda? You should set up Bermuda Triangle, South African Bermuda Triangle tours then, hey? Lost in Milton Keynes, Debbie. Saw dear Fiona. Oh, yes. Missed her. I haven't seen her for a while. Is she okay? Where is Fiona? Yeah. With those ridiculous circles, my twin sister lives there. She thinks she is the queen. CB, in Johannesburg, how don't you fix a pothole? Just put a cone in front of it. How do you fix a leaking roof in a mall? Just put a bucket underneath the leak. All fixed. Yeah. It's her Christmas party with the hooligans, aka her friends from the coffee club. Okay. Spot on, says Debbie to CB. Typical ANC corruption. Yeah. I mean, you can see it's become Christmas time. Christmas came early for those youngsters. 263 million rand tender. The name Steal and Get More comes to mind. Yeah. I always used to laugh at one of my credit managers up in the Northern Cape, higher up in the Northern Cape when I was regional there for Ellerines. And she always used to refer to the Geldenhuizer. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, Geldenhuizer, you know the Geldenhuizer. And I'm like, who are these people? You know, Dr. Geldenhuizer is the only one I know who's a doctor in Kimberley or whatever. She says the Geldenhuizer. Al wat hulle soek is geld en huise. I thought, oh, crumbs. Okay. Colonel was talking about the drones. Yeah, what did he say? Because I'm drone, the USA military drones. It's USA military drones. But then why all the secrecy and the quietness? Why didn't they just tell them in the first place? You know what? There was like such secrecy. Don't worry about it. Everything to the effect, etc., etc. And then next thing, USA military drones. But they first let conspiracy run its course, going, it's Chinese drones coming in from the sea and goodness knows what. Testing new tech, folks, was hoping it was alien invasion. Yeah. Let's take a look here. I don't know what he's saying. I can't, yeah. Message for all visitors to Durban, but I don't know what he's saying, so I'm not going to watch it. Oh, there's one for you. For all those eating tongue at Christmas, just a thought. Just a thought for all of you people who eat tongue at Christmas. Just a thought, yeah. Stay away from the dirt bin. With Biden in charge, nobody is in charge. Yeah. Definitely so. Let me make this smaller. Be like water. Yeah. Okay, I can't pull it onto that screen because I'm going to make that screen smaller. Oh, that's too big. It's big. That's small. Okay, now I can put it there. So, a little bit of ancient wisdom. This dude says, be like water. Water. What's Bruce Lee's favorite drink? Water. And yeah, I'm not going to show the video, but it is a TED talk. But what he basically does is, he says, if you feel overwhelmed in life, you often feel overwhelmed. I mean, you wake up these days in the mornings and you are shot. Because, I mean, the first thing you look at is, and the dodgy tongues, dodgy. Only eat tongue in post-apocalyptic South Africa. But yeah, these days we often feel overwhelmed. I mean, I do. I mean, you're just waking up to notifications, business schedules. Something's got to happen. This has changed. This is additional got to do. I mean, I wake up every Sunday morning screaming, there's a stream tonight. Yeah. This guy who was talking, he felt very anxious 2 years ago. Search for answers in self-help books. He speaks the truth as well when he says self-help books actually made you more stressed. He became what you would call, he says, mentally obese. He became so stressed. Bruce Lee expression, yeah, what up? Yeah, he said eventually became mentally obese. I don't know if you're going to hear this. see if I hide this. Stop that. Screen, I understand. Doesn't want to let me share the audio. If I I'm getting massively creative here, guys. It's not in a Chrome tab and it doesn't want to let me show you the audio. Let me see. Facebook with it. Google search. No, it's not a Chrome tab. I said also audio to share tab instead. Entire screen, still share tab instead. So I don't know what thing I'm doing wrong there. Slides I need to upload for them. But anyway, let's get back to just sharing the screen, because I'm just going to go through it quickly. Just quite nice though, because basically, dude says he found a book, Philosophy on Water. And the book compares supreme goodness to water. Water benefits all things without contention. It stays grounded, flows to depths, and is honest. How do you think we can learn from water's behavior? And it was pretty cool, this book that he found, and this is what I actually want you to actually be able to get to see the book that he found. It's a Chinese book. I'll try and actually get the name in that for you later, because in there he found that stunning poem. Don't you think that's stunning? I'm kidding. There, translated. The supreme goodness is like water. It benefits all things without contention. In dwelling, it stays grounded. In being, it flows to depths. In expression, it is honest. In confrontation, it stays gentle. In governance, it does not control. In action, it aligns to timing. It is content with its nature and therefore cannot be faulted. Tao Te Ching, passage 8. There. What, there's a stream tonight. Just show up, move the tech gremlins, and continue to waffle. Yeah, no. So this was a TED talk about that this kid did, and he went through there. So yeah, the speaker discovered the Tao Te Ching. It's an ancient Chinese philosophy book, over 2,600 years old, only 81 pages, and yeah, solved better than any self-help book could do so. So then he took a look, the philosophy of water that compares supreme goodness to water, benefits all things without contention, stays grounded, flows to depths, and is honest. How do you think we can learn from this? And he actually got 3 lessons out of there. It was humility, harmony, and openness. Now, humility, and we always talk about being humble, but people forget to practice it, especially when you, drop that water link. Oh, okay. I will do so. You threw me right off while I was busy over here. Where is it? There we go. It's the water link. Let me just drop back down here again. Okay. So basically, yes, humility. Water always stays low. Who says naughty? Bring out the wooden spoon. Who did what? Ooh, all of the tech gremlins. Oh, I see. A little bit worried about myself. Shot, no worries. It helps plants grow and animals live without seeking attention. Everybody needs attention these days. Look what I did in the newspaper. Look what I'm doing. Look where it got that chappie that old Renaldo's talking about now that wanted to be so famous for addressing the Hanks Old Irish pub with racism, and all of a sudden he's sitting with egg on his face and screaming blue bloody murder and needing his mommy all of a sudden. So yeah, water helps. So be like water when it comes to humidity. The speaker learns it's okay to say, I don't know, and to ask for help. So many people are not prepared to say, I don't know. I know this. You don't know. It's ridiculous. Admitting that you don't know everything. Admitting, I know I'm not the best of what I do. I know that sometimes my watches are more charity than the actual streams. But yeah, humility, be like water, stay low, help others, do something without seeking attention. It's amazing the feeling that you can keep to yourself. But the minute you tell somebody, you throw that feeling away. But Stoutgat Pooches always demands attention. Yeah, and I give it to them without them knowing. How's that? I'm that good. He's learned it's okay to say, I don't know, and I can ask for help. How can being humble help us in our daily lives? Well, basically, humility allows us to form richer connections with others. Be genuinely interested in other stories instead of listening, or should I say, instead of hearing, instead of listening, we start hearing people. Because everybody is always listening, but we never hear. Be genuinely interested in other stories. Discover new ideas and solutions. Can you think of a time when being humbled helped you learn something new? You know what? While you're not busy thinking how much you know about it, try to think how much I can learn about it. Even if you know something about it. I used to go on training sessions when I was with Outdoor Warehouse, on training sessions that I had given before as well. But instead of being cocky and going in there and saying, well, I know this, I can just sit back because I used to train it. I used to sit there and go, well, what can I learn from this? And there's still stuff that I figure I can learn. I learned from the kids, even though they're little shots. But yeah, being humble, you just connect with people. The second one was harmony. Water flows around obstacles without getting upset. Even myself, how many things just tick you off these days? How many things, how many things do you resent? How many times do you wake up on a Monday morning resenting things that have taken your time, things that you need to address, things that have popped up that shouldn't be there, things that just normal things that you got to wake up, you got to go to work on a Monday morning is resentful. Find solutions without force or conflict. The speaker realized that he was working against his environment and not with it. How can we apply this idea to harmony in our daily lives? Is to focus on achieving harmony instead of success. Strange. Most of us are focusing on success. I need to reach success, but not contentment or peace in my life. Why have I no peace in my life? Because you're focusing on success and not peace in your life, not being humble. Ask, will this action bring more harmony to my environment or not? So when you're going to pick up the phone and give that person some hell for something, or you want to turn around and smack the guy for bumping into you, whatever, be comfortable with who you are, not who you're expected to be. And these are the things that I actually, I want to tell 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. But these are things that in my 50s, I still feel I'm learning. Can you share an example of when you achieved harmony in a difficult situation? And I can tell you that in Cambodia, it started working for me. One of the best things started working for me when I used to get so frustrated with the school. And, because they wouldn't do what we're looking for. And instead of turning around, and I used to say it to my staff in South Africa as well, when I used to do staff training, I said, we can get as upset as what we want to about instructions issued by head office or demands put on us. But the thing is, if we look at something and say, we cannot change that, how are we going to work with it to the best of our abilities? How are we going to work with it that it doesn't affect us so badly? How are we going to be able to add to make it effective? You can't change your government at the moment. You noticed that. I mean, you just voted in another spineless toffee apple. So what we've got to do is try and work with what we can at the moment. And it's not very nice, but yeah, it's a fact. Can you change your neighbor? Can you change the person that is ticking you off? Can you change anybody's self-decision, unless it's your children or something to that effect? You can avoid, throw out of your life that doesn't belong in your life, but what you can't throw out, you're going to have to live with. Andre, you're turning into a grumpy old geezer asking for a chummy. Can you tell your chummy nooit? Joined that 50 club last month. Yeah, Hendo. Yeah, you lost the good 40s. Welcome, Hendo. The third lesson he learned was openness. Water is open to change. It can be liquid, solid, or gas. I can be liquid and I gas a lot in the evenings. My wife complains about it, but yes, I am like water. That's what I'm going to tell her next time. It adapts to its container, teapot, cup, or vase. This flexibility has allowed water to endure through the ages. Helping us, we live in a world of constant change. We need to reinvent and refresh our skills to stay relevant. So yeah, what are we going to do? You go into a job these days, you've got AI falling out all over the place. Can you work with AI? It's probably become something that has mentally pained me. Welcome to Hendo, polluted water too. Yeah, I don't know. As long as the scent not to be permeable, yeah. We need to reinvent and refresh our skills to stay relevant. It's true. Sad, but true. Teams that are open to learning and unlearning often succeed. And we were talking about diverse teams in that as well. And they were talking about the teams that he had at work that come together, and they had hacking or brain hacking sessions where they had different teams working on solving problems and solutions. And the team that won wasn't necessarily your best or your most clever or your most active team, but it was the team that could submit the most, who would give up the most, who was the most open to learning, the most open to taking in, the most open. And that was the team who won, because they were open to learning and unlearning stuff so that you could actually move forward. Sometimes to move forward, we've got to unlearn some habits, even if we're in the grumpy 50s. Welcome, Enda. Check your teeth, check your hair, visit your optometrist. You're going to need them all, Buti. Can you think of a time when being open has changed your life? And it gives you the H2O water supply. So humble, what is it? Humble, harmony, and openness. H2O, humble, harmony, and openness. 2 H's and an O. 3 lessons from an acronym, H2O, humility, harmony, and openness. These have become the speaker's guiding principles. You don't have to have too much in life to guide you. When feeling stressed or unsure, ask, what would water do? Yeah, when you're feeling stressed, the last thing you are actually worried about is what water will do. But yeah, try that. I'm going to try it. This is actually what I put together today. So I only sort of like re-looked at it. And it's funny how you re-look at it and then you look back and you go, I'm not really doing that, am I? And you think, yeah, but I've been trying to help myself with self-help like it's going bananas. But self-help actually self-stresses you. I mean, I just take a look at the amount of work I'm trying to do with AI at the moment, and it has got me stressed to the bone. The simple question can be guide decision-making, or can help guide decision-making. It's inspired by ancient wisdom, which is applicable to modern life. Can you think of a situation where asking this question might help? The Tao Te Ching was written long before modern technology, yet its wisdom is still relevant and powerful today. It has changed the speaker's life for the better. How do you think ancient wisdom can help us in the modern world? And that just brings me back to people who feel they know everything, even if they know everything. I'm going to have my little last minute rant there. Reflection. What aspect of the philosophy resonates with you the most? How can you incorporate these ideas into your daily life? And what other lessons can you learn? But the conclusion is, remember 3 key lessons: humility, stay grounded and open to learning; harmony, work with your environment, not against it; and openness, be flexible to adapt and to change. How will you be like water in your life? You know, and the strange thing is, AI was supposed to be a helping aid, Andre. Yeah, so was all the self-help stuff. We're all supposed to be a helping aid. But I take a look at these people that think they know everything. You know, I don't care how well learned you are, or how many degrees, or how much traveling you've done, or how long you've been working with something. I look at gaming content creators that I actually take a look at, and there's one or two who are pretty arrogant about things. Then you take a look at a couple of YouTube videos. I mean, I've just spread my cards open a little bit more as I go through through the week. I've been looking. I try and touch here and there on Canva, but I look for a little bit of AI, a little bit, and there's some very nice people. Don't get me wrong, but there are some people who are convinced that they are right. They are right, especially when it comes to political things. They are right. This is my perspective. This is right. And I'm like, okay, doesn't matter what I think. You're right. I'm an ass if I think that way. You know, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I don't follow you or listen to people because they are right. I listen to people to confirm whether I am right or not, because that's what I think. As I said, was very impressed, and sort of half and half still felt impressed with Elon Musk. And I know a lot of people are like pro that because Trump is in the front seats and it's Trump forward and Trump back. And I don't disagree. He could probably do a pretty good job over there. And Musk is good to have on your side. And he's probably the most intelligent person that has been knocking around. And I enjoy his truths and how he speaks and how he tackles things. But what I was concerned about is when I was informed physically that he switched off Starlink above Ukraine when Ukraine needed to be able to contact, needed the data and needed to be able to use internet and data contact and things like that. He switched it off above Ukraine. Now that was concerning. Stay away from narcissistic folks, especially crazy Karens. Yeah. You know what? There's many people that you know that you are so used to listening to that you've forgotten to take your own perspective and to be objective. Yeah. And I mean, I listen to everyone and I adapt. I go and I listen to people and I adapt to what I'm listening to, so that I cannot I can't change that because I'm busy sharing, so that I cannot hide on stream. Thank you. Did I just close everything else? No, I think it's still open. They all went to sleep. I've got this new thing like putting things into sleep. Yeah, don't follow anybody blindly. But there's this other site, and I actually meant to get some stuff off it for chatting about today. But I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Snopes.com. And Snopes is a site that here we go. Not disproves, but confirms conspiracies, truth or not. Featured the US versus Europe passenger train lines viral map lacks crucial context. Project 2025 proposes eliminating FDIC. AI models were caught lying to researchers in tests. You go to that. Elon Musk did not buy Boeing in late 2024. YouTube users promoted rumors throughout 2024 falsely. The tech CEO bought numerous companies, including McDonald's, Amazon's, and others. Rubbish. Yes, Biden commuted sentences of Chinese spies and sex offenders. Here's what else we found. The commutations were separate from the over 1,000 people whose sentences the US president commented on 12th of December. Unpacking claims that high radiation levels in New York are connected to the drone sightings. Critics say Musk's influence on Trump led GOP to cut children's cancer research. Here's what we know. The US government shutdown looms. So we'll go actually through this and we'll actually chat on these things, but these things are what you are looking at on rumors and that come through. Pope Francis isn't opening 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve. Never before performed rituals. No AI or digital editing. Yeah, this photo of Elon Musk and Ghislaine Maxwell is real. No, Mark Wahlberg didn't turn down R2 billion Disney project over wokeness, and ABC CEO did not announce plans to cancel The View. Snopes' 10 most popular fact checks. Aaron Rodgers faces lifetime suspension from NFL. I don't suppose that will. No, I don't want to join. Caitlin Clark joined women's national team after Brittany Griner releases undisclosed reasons. I don't know who that is. WNBA, Angel Reese. Okay, so it's American. Papuan fisherman caught giant axolotl sea creature. Start in July 2024. Set of images allegedly shown giant axolotl-like creatures circulated on social media. The images were inconsistent with basic facts about axolotls, a critically endangered type of salamander, and displayed signs of having been created via artificial intelligence. No, Trump did not call neo-Nazis and white supremacists very fine people. Throughout the US presidency-elect Donald Trump 24, critics raised questions about comments he made. They accused him of. Justin Bieber released new song featuring lyric "Lost Myself in a Diddy Party." Early in rumors spread, was releasing a new song with a lyric, but there was no concrete evidence on that. Kid Rock cancelled 6 concerts dates with Tim McGraw citing wokeness. The Facebook page America's Last Line claimed Kid Rock. The rumor was not true. J.D. Vance did not say he had sex with couch cushions. Elon Musk fired the View cast after acquiring ABC. Great. I don't know who went into that conspiracy. But yeah, we'll actually running off time now. So we'll go into Snopes another time as well. But yes, be careful, because even your most trusted people, your most trusted critics, the more confident, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be confident, but the more confident they are, that's fine. But don't forget to keep your opinion and your viewpoint open. And the second point is, don't forget that you're allowed to have your opinion, no matter how much somebody feels heartily about something. It's good, and it's great that they've got an opinion. They'll be so easy to remember. Snopes, yeah. Not Snoops, Snopes, yeah. Very, very nice. What's it, Henda? Another conspiracy website? No, it actually just gives you the truth of it, because they will tell you, here's a rumor that's been going around. Is it true or not? Is it true or not? Where was it based? What was it based on? Things to that effect, which is pretty cool. I like looking at it every now and again, and then I'm like quite surprised to see a thing here and there. What do you think for the new movie of Robbie Williams, the musician? Didn't know. Shall try and take a look if it comes out. I don't know if we've got the new stuff. As we get the new stuff on the box, I'll watch them. And the last new stuff was Gladiator, Craven. There's one or two other new things that I don't watch or whatever. Diddler the Fiddler, Distraction from Einstein Cabal, Epstein Cabal. You seem to know something about the cabal there. Yeah, no, but I'm talking about normal people around you. Careful your streams. Careful what you listen to. Remember, some people have a strong personality, so they feel very strongly about certain things. And will, as much as what we look at how the news is reported via basically the secular media, private people also spread the news via their own opinions or via their perspectives. Everybody. So yeah, what secular media or whatever media you want to call it is being a little bit woke and full of shit and things like that. But the people that talk against them also have their own perspectives as well. I'm not saying the secular media is correct. I know they're full of shit, and I tried. That's why I don't want to talk about things on it or whatever. But yeah, herd mentality. But be very, very careful. As I say, do not remember one thing: you are allowed to have your own opinion. Number 2, you are allowed to have your own perspective. Number 3, you do not have to keep it to yourself. The only thing that you need to do is A, respect another person's perspective. B, when you do carry over your perspective or your opinion, be kind about it. Be humble about it. Be like water, but do it nicely. Don't do it arrogantly, and don't belittle anyone or anything like that. If the other person doesn't agree with you, or maybe gives you new insight or different insight. But honestly, there's some things that are news reported through news things and that I watch on YouTube and that I'm thinking, you know what, you guys are actually reporting your opinion. Sometimes your opinion I agree with, and sometimes your opinion I don't. But I do know that if you disagreed with them, it would be a problem. Agree to disagree. Well, guys, while we're agreeing to disagree, have an absolutely super time. I'm sorry for being late. I will pay more attention to the time next time as well. Thank you very, very much for joining me and motivating me, listening to me, griping with me, Hendo, everybody else, Debbie. Let me just see. I've missed it later, folks. Yeah, mercy me, all that wonderful stuff. Take care. Be good. If you can't be good, at least be kind.